Good morning, children. This morning session is dedicated to class 10, and we are just revising the second poem, Fire and Ice, which is very, very important. See, the central idea around which the entire poem, the Fire and Ice, written by Robert Frost, revolves is that only through mutual understanding, love, and sympathy, we can bring out or we can establish peace on this earth. Peace on this earth can be established only by virtue of mutual understanding, love, and sympathy. These three qualities in human being can retain peace on this earth. The earth is badly affected by fire as well as ice. So far as the poet attributes fire to desire and passion. This human being, the modern human being, are governed by desire, and rather you can say passion. Passion and desire have been greatly responsible for making us greedy, jealous, and that has been the cause of destruction of the world. So the poet Robert Frost mentions that there are two evil traits of human being. The darkest traits of humanity are: first one is fire, which is representative of desire and passion, and the second one is ice, that is represented by hatred, indifference, and you may call it hatred, indifference, and coldness in our behavior, not being warm in our treatment, always being cold. Therefore we can say that the second issue that symbolizes coldness and indifference towards one another, it will also become a cause of a destruction of the world. The poet mentions that two way the world can end: either through fire which is symbolically, desire as passion. Desire and passions are symbolic of fire. On the other hand, coldness and indifference towards one another is symbolic of ice. And so the two way the world can be described: either through our passion and desire. Too much of passion and desire can destroy this beautiful world, or too much of coldness or indifference in our attitude can also destroy the world. Therefore the poet underlines the need of developing sympathy, mutual understanding, and love for one another, just to establish peace on this earth. Because without peace, this earth will be completely disastrous. And now, some question answers from the lesson. Question number one that we are going to discuss is a very important question. Why does the poet hold with those who favor fire? The poet takes the side of those who believe that world will end in fire, because he himself experiences his own desire and passion, and he says that perhaps fire, that is also is symbolic of desire and passion of human being, can lead this world to destruction. The fact that he calls fire as the most destructive, desire of human being. The world can quickly be destroyed with this increasing desire of mankind, increasing passion of mankind. So he favors those who believe that the world is going to end in fire. It is his personal experience with the desire that can lead this world and to complete chaos and destruction. Therefore, he concludes by saying that the world will end in fire. Now, that is a very good question. Question number two: the poem, The Fire and Ice, carries with it very deep thematic ideas. Elaborate on that. Yeah, from the question itself is very, very deeper in sense. The poem Fire and Ice carries with it a very deep thematic ideas. Let us elaborate it. Okay. Robert Frost presents the two, darkest traits of humanity. What are the two darkest traits of humanity? The first one is, desire, and that we are likely to be consumed by our desire and passion. and the second one is hatred. That is, these two traits, negative traits of human being, darkest trait of human being, can really destroy this beautiful world. One is the capacity to hate, and the second one is our desire to be consumed. We are likely to be consumed by our desire and passion. The first darkest trait of humanity is our desire, and the second darkest trait of humanity is hatred, capacity to hate one another. We human being has by birth developed this, evil trait in himself. That is what? That is hatred. We often develop indifference and hatred towards one another. And of these two, he attributes the greater evils of the two as desire. He says, desire is the greatest evil of the two. It is the cause of war on this earth. Had it not been the desire of becoming the conqueror of the world, becoming the dictator of the world, I think world war would never have taken. So the countries are even competing with each other with the desire of conquering one another. And with this desire, the world is now at restlessness. We are not, giving peace and prosperity priority. Rather, we are in, rat race of conquering the world. We are always trying and following the policy of expansion. We want that the whole world should be in our hand. So this, desire, this passion is becoming the evil traits of mankind, which can lead to destruction. Therefore, the poet attributes the desire as the greater evil among the traits of humanity. Frost is providing powerful statement on the subject of greed and jealousy. Human being is being governed by greed and jealousy. Because he is governed by greed and jealousy, he is not able to perceive the good qualities, and often get carried by the sense of hatred, and thus this leads to war and destruction. Nothing else. This evil desire, this trait, that evil traits of desire and jealousy, becomes the cause of destruction of the world. Therefore, the poet says that it is most likely that this desire, the evil traits of humanity, the desire and passion, will certainly lead this world to complete destruction. World will destroy in fire, that is desire, and it will cause war on this earth, from the sense of from the attempt of getting over the whole world, expanding the whole world in our hand. We say that we always try to conquer the world. We are always having the passion and desire of conquering the world. So when you are going to conquer the world, you are at restlessness, you are not at peace. In an attempt to extend your territory, in an attempt to have passion and desire, to have the lust for power and energy, you wage war against one another. And once we wage war against one another, the world is going to be destroyed soon. This beautiful world cannot survive unless and until we develop a feeling of mutual understanding, love, and togetherness, because only these three qualities can counter these evil traits of humanity, that is desire. And the second, that is coldness, indifference. We are always indifferent to one another, we are always cold to our brothers. We don't have the sympathy and mutual understanding for one another. So in absence of mutual understanding, love and sympathy, the world will be governed by fire, that will be desire and passion, and it will ultimately be destroyed. So Robert Frost underlines the need of developing a sense of mutual understanding, love, and sympathy, so as to establish peace on this earth. And that is what I wanted to elaborate. Thank you. Have a nice day.